good is...
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Tables of Tartarus Fallout shit. Me and Ace are gonna die tonight, so best wishes.
And Jab gets to be the abusive uncle. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah.
Hey, Megan.
Abusive?
Abusive verbally, not physically.
Okay, that's fine.
The giving tree has followed. Yay! Alright.
What giving tree has followed?
Yeah.
Megan.
Alright,
The fuck?
Huh?
I don't know what the fuck
Say
Wally
who?
just said, but okay.
I heard Giving Tree has Fallout.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's play Fallout.
Let's play Fallout.
Megan.
No, I
play
said
Fallout.
hi, Megan.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what?
It was
Here's a
very
good idea.
muffled,
Let's get
so
I
Megan.
haven't
all I
eaten
heard
anything all
was-
day. I need this.
Let's get
That's
Megan
fair.
to be Sasuke. You know what? I reckon she'd pull off a great job.
Probably. Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another episode of Titans Clash. So, last episode, Jap Taxi told the group that he was actually planning on eventually sending them to their deaths, which resulted in quite a lot of thinking on Egg's part as well as Wandy's part to a degree. Sasuke walking away, essentially, getting super mad, but also really depressed with herself at the same time. And then eventually things went around, and Ace basically told the two healers to go find their tank, while their two DPSs go and take down an entire base of hell, essentially.
Let's hope that the Enclave has medics. They should. They're an army, right?
Mhm.
That's a thing.
What
Yeah.
kind of an army doesn't have medics?
One thing that you guys... Alright, well, that's a 4. I can't really tell you guys that it's there, so both of you roll intelligence for me, and we'll see whether or not you folks remember that you have those.
Intelligence?
Uh-huh.
Man.
If you're talking about the med supplies that Jap left
Nah,
us when
not
he
that
bailed in that one fight.
Not
Yeah.
that? Alright.
Yeah, y'all would have that. You'd probably be able to use it. I'm very certain you would be able
First
to.
time I don't need to use Krampus's character sheet. Yay!
Ah.
Where's my
I'm very
intelligence?
stupid.
Let me see.
It's
I
gonna
got
be
18
funny.
Intelligence. Let's go!
Oh,
Yeah, baby!
Okay, Wandy remembers this because he used to actually, he has had a very close encounter with it. Nadia.
Oh, fuck.
You guys have a walking, living tank in a briefcase.
Oh yeah, the robot.
I forgot about that fucking robot that tried to change me.
You guys have a walking, talking tank to use as a meat shield.
So I could just fucking look.
This is looking out better than I expected.
You guys are
Where did
about
we
to
leave
walk into
Nadia?
this
Hold on a
fucking
minute.
base without any sort of meat shield protection, while you guys have one on your person.
Bruh, we got the ghouls to use meat shield. Well, I got ghouls to use meat shield.
Bruh.
Yeah, our meat shield is gonna be attacking me, which is a problem.
But no, where did we leave Nadia? What happened to him?
I mean, she's still technically in your guys' equipment, I guess. She just kind of, you get, basically she's just in Sasuke's backpack, essentially. She's just hanging off Sasuke's backpack. So it just
Oh,
kind
I
of goes
just
wherever her
take
backpack
it.
goes. Alright, cool.
I just take it because Sasuke doesn't know what's happening.
She's
and I just say,
blind.
"Hey,
All
look."
she knows is that she's being picked up, thrown over the shoulders of a guy who pissed her off, and now they're walking to the sunset. Probably.
So I'm like, hey, Jeff, can I just take something from her?
Jap just looks at you. Looks at the pissed off child. Hoists her out of behind him. And just holds her out and starts shaking.
Nice. I just take Nadia, as well as some medical supplies from her.
Puts child back on back.
She looks several layers of irritated, but she's deciding not to argue.
And I pat her head. Good luck.
To her, to me.
To both of you.
This is going to end in my death. Oh well.
Well, let's see who dies first.
Whoever ends up dead first has to make cookies for the rest of us.
Good deal.
Good
Alright.
God. Alright, so they start heading off on their way up north. Quite a distance north. Jap Taxi is, well, call him slow would be very untrue. He's like if you took a car engine and just replaced the engine with him.
Just replace the pants, and he's going.
To be fair, his walk is probably pretty brisk, given he has an angry midget on his back.
Yeah. So he kind of just goes up north quite a distance, and you see, oh, what did I call this fucker? I think the other one was Richard, wasn't? No, wait, was the Enclave Richard? Oh. Yeah, shut up, Sirens. Ivan, that was his name.
Oh.
Yeah, because Richard was the
Ivan.
dick. Ivan was the decent guy. So Ivan kind of walks up to you folks after Jap leaves, and he's like, "Just the two of you, though? What happened to your teammates?"
Oh.
Well, they transformed into this.
He looks at your briefcase.
You ever seen that show, Dragon Ball Z?
No.
Oh, wait, no, that's 300 years ago. Okay, so two of them made something, and here she is. Just pops her on, kicks it. Just give it a minute. Hold on a minute.
She slowly starts to come out the thing.
There you go.
Which
There
is
you go.
quite disturbing to watch for anyone who's not seen it before she gets to her full size, which is standing about the same height as you, looking like a maid.
As he's like saying this, complete and utter bullshit. I'm just staring at him confused. Turn to Ivan, and I'm like, don't worry about him. He's senile. Listen, it's complicated. Long story short, we're gonna take out the BOS, but we're gonna need help with that.
He raises his eyebrow.
Oh.
Boy, we've been
Lock
trying
out.
to take them out for going on 20 years now. Why you think we got no man's land? How you folks plan on killing them?
We haven't thought that far ahead yet. That's why we need help. How many medics do you have, by chance?
We got two. One of them is stationed at the no man's land, and one of them stationed here. We don't usually need more than that. And if we do, well, they all die.
Do you, train them?
Of course we train them. A medic trains another medic, and that medic trains another medic, and that medic trains another medic. Usually after they die.
Yeah, shit.
They train another medic after?
They only become official medics after they die. Usually, you know, the medic will train one, to some degree, give him all his notes, and then pass out in the corner and die.
One of you
Okay.
people are dying.
Leans into Wandy. I'm regretting my decisions.
You know, I think it would have been better if we just did it on our own. To some degree, we'd die trying something.
No, we got a top-notch medic out here. Hey, Georgie!
Unless we use them as bait.
Georgie, get out of here! See, you
Now we
see a
have
very
plenty of bait.
disgruntled Enclave walking out. He looks many levels of irritated. He also looks really big and really scary. What? Man don't look like a medic, he looks like a fucking juggernaut that's about to take out your spleen.
God damn, always the spoon.
You're the medic.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're the medic?
He pulls out a sledgehammer. You want me to test it on your brain? I can break your arm and fix it again.
I like the enthusiasm. Let's point that at the BOS.
Yeah.
Georgia
Perhaps we
here is our
can-
best medic. He's gone through several medics. They keep dying.
Gotcha.
You sure he wasn't the one that killed him?
Fairly certain. Well, I mean, technically he killed them. After they got shot in the spine, he squished them. It was for their own good. Can't do nothing if you're bleeding out on the side of the road. From
You
many,
remind me a surprising
many
amount about
holes.
you remind me a surprising amount of the medic we had previously. I think you'll fit.
He easily, stands over a foot taller than you. And he probably is twice as broad as you two.
Yeah, we can work with this. Turn back to Ivan. What about foot soldiers? What kind of numbers we looking at?
Well, most of the people here are on leave at the moment, but we got about 20 people in this place. We got about 50 people over in No Man's Land. We usually trade out a couple of them as the time goes by. Depends how many die. We also try to get some recruiters over here, but yeah, it doesn't work very well. Thankfully, BOS got about the same numbers as we do, to the best of our knowledge. About 50, 60 people over in their little base over in No Man's Land. And then inside the actual building, we have not fucking clue how many people they got.
Alright. Do you have mortar crews?
We got a lot of laser machine guns. Does that count? We got some folks with rockets.
That's close enough, maybe.
Not a whole lot of rockets, but we got some folks with rockets.
And
Well, you know what? Rather use what rockets we have than die in the attempt.
are they able to use them?
Last time we tried using rockets, well, the enemies died. Everyone
So they're
died.
trained.
We have a couple of folks, old veterans, who like to use the rockets. They, haven't touched one in years. They probably still know how to use it, though. And if they don't, well, I can clean.
Well, I suggest practice before the big day.
You got spare
Not with
rockets
the
on you?
actual rockets.
Not with the actual rockets, unless you want to blow off all the ammo.
I turn to Wandy. You know what? It's probably like riding a bike. It'll be fine, right?
I fell twice before I got to ride.
Yeah, but that's... Oh, we're fucked, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's hope that your ghoul plan works.
Google plan?
Yeah, we're planning on luring a bunch of ghouls from around Burnout into the BOS base. Speaking of which, you might want to have your men in No Man's Land ready to get out of the way of that. We're gonna need all the help we can get, and a dead guy in a field is not exactly help.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll bring out my men there, though it's gonna be mighty suspicious if we just start pulling out all our people.
Yeah, that's why you're gonna wait for his signal, I say as I gesture to Wandy. and then you're gonna book it like there's no tomorrow.
Ah. Ah, you see. We do run real well. We also have one really good thing on our side. Marcus! He like just like kind of screams into the air.
I welcome Marcus. I
There's
am
very
going
little
to run.
sound for a while. After a couple of minutes, you do see one guy. He starts slowly walking out the doors of a building a little bit ahead. Where is my Marcus? Hold on just a second. I don't have my pictures correct for some reason or another. Where's my enclave? There you are. Oh, okay. See this guy popping out from about this building. He looks old, tired, and also angry. But he also just
Running
looks... Huh?
Running theme.
Yeah. But he looks weathered. As he takes off his helmet, you see what looks to be a 70, maybe 80-year-old man. He looks like a goddamn Odin, basically. He's really thick in terms of arms. In fact, his armor is actually almost bulging from just the size of him. He's not particularly super tall like Georgie, but he is heavy duty as he walks forward. You also notice a goddamn beautiful sniper rifle on his back. I mean, this thing is a goddamn thing of beaut. Okay? This thing is fucking pristine, and it's beautiful, and it is deadly as shit. As he walks forwards. What? Ivan looks at him. He's just like, this here is my good man. What's his name?
Marcus?
Thank you. This here is my good man Marcus. He is easily one of our oldest men, but that don't mean he is any less strong. And by strong, I mean he'll rip off your head from your shoulders and feed it to you, and that's not his strong suit. His strong suit is being able to shoot something from over 1,500 feet away and ensure it's dead. Usually with several bullets. You see Marcus kind of straighten up slightly as he says, gotta get one for each nut.
You know, there's a old saying from where I grew up that I think fits you perfectly. It goes something along the lines of never underestimate an old gunslinger because they got that way for a reason.
Many people have tried killing me. You can see they didn't succeed.
Yeah, this might work. I might not die this week.
50-50 chance, give or take.
Ivan kind of pulls out a
The
map.
odds have only gone up since the start of this plan.
Ivan pulls out a map and puts it on a table in front of you. Now, if we want to get our people out of no man's land, Marcus here is the best chance of making snowing reports back to the Brotherhood's BOS's base. Obviously, if you're bringing a horde of ghouls over there, you don't want them to know. Probably. I'm only got some rockets, I guess, to distract them if they do notice. It is a horde of ghouls, after all. He looks at Wendy. How fast does your pack run?
Depends on how energetic they get. Depends on, well, if there's loud noises, they'll come running. If not, they'll just be walking. In which case, it'll take at least a week or two to get them all the way there, if by walking.
So in other words, we gotta piss them off, and we gotta piss them off real good.
Yep.
Marcus, you're a resident dickhole. How do you feel about
idea.
pissing off these ghouls?
What do you think, Marcus? Can you figure out a way to piss them off more so that I don't have to do everything myself.
Marcus just kind of shrugs a second. You're assuming that he's used to someone calling him a douche.
have,
But
like-
he just kind of shrugs and he's just kind of like, I can make them so they follow us. I've dealt with many ghouls in my life, although I've never dealt with a horde before. Yeah, as the saying goes, you can teach an old dog new tricks, as long as you don't shoot him.
You have any vehicles?
Oh, we have a couple of them. I got my bike.
Any of them with loud music, beatbox, kind of that?
He raises his eyebrow. I got my bike. What do you think is on there?
Nothing. Seat, lights, mirror. I don't know. I've never rode a bike before.
He turns and starts walking.
Was it something I said?
He
I think he's giving us a demonstration.
he doesn't like it when people comment on his bike much. You hear, for us here, we know what this sounds like. AC/DC's Thunderstruck.
Fuck yeah.
Da 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 da. As he like fucking revs his engine with the beat. Doom doom.
That'll work.
So he fucking rides a goddamn motorcycle right next to you folks. Doom doom.
Yeah, that'll get their attention.
What are the chances I can use that?
You touch my bike and I'll cut off your wheel and feed it to you.
Do you have one of those?
He just looks at him, looks at everybody else. Can we not talk about that now?
Right, sorry, not relevant to the conversation.
You wanna
looks
use my
embarrassed.
bike? You're riding behind me, boy.
Ha. Yeah, that doesn't sound great, but sure.
Several
another
day
bike.
journey riding on the back of this motherfucker.
He's just like, fuck.
That's gonna be a fun day.
So he's just gonna look around and he says, so, do we have more of those?
More of my bike.
Well, that and beatbox music?
No. We do have more cars, but they're just normal cars. This here's my Butte Betty. I've been making her since I could barely walk.
Right, there any chance that we can, make another vehicle with some beatbox stuff? Or get in contact with some other people around the area?
If you got a record for us to play or some kind of... He kind of pulls out a record from his... It's like one of those like VHS tapes almost, but it's like 8 tracks or
Like a
whatever.
holotape.
Yeah, holotape almost. And he pulls out and he's like, you got one of these with some music on it? We can play it. Otherwise, you're shit out of luck and you're up shit creek without a paddle, boy.
Yeah. Alright. I guess one bike and the music can do. In case they lure away, I could lure them back.
Yeah, it doesn't cost
Yeah.
to keep them on the path. They're just, you know, we don't really like to advertise ourselves much.
Well, this
Except
time
for
we're
me.
gonna advertise ourselves just for the week.
See, Bay here is all for distractions. And if someone shoots her, I know whose head to blow off.
Good, because more likely the BOE, the Brotherhood is gonna shoot at you.
If they hurt my bike, they're dead. You really don't want to know what this man is like when he's pissed off.
No, he doesn't want to know what it feels like to be on the other end of that stick, but he really wants to know what it looks like to be on the other end of that stick.
And that stick is gone. Yeah, Ivan just kind of shrugs as he looks at the map. Alright, well, if it'll take you guys a couple days to get back here, I can start having my men slowly start moving out. It's just a couple, they don't like a usual routine, but have a little few more come out at a time. Bring in less. They probably won't notice until too late. Got barricade sorts.
What's his name again? Marcus? Was it? Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, Marcus, you might want to, if the ghouls get a bit too close for comfort, you're going to have to, shower yourself in their guts.
He raises his eyebrow at you.
Basically, if they get you, you need to make sure they are getting another ghoul and not a actual,
He
pure
leans
flesh.
forwards on his bike and stares at you. Are you assuming that my Betty is gonna fail me?
No, I'm just saying if Betty runs out of gas, and if you fall off because of getting shot, then you're gonna have to do that.
I'll keep that in mind, boy. But this here
Good.
Betty's gonna take me far, and ain't no motherfuckers gonna stop me.
Good. Alright. I guess that plan for the ghoul thing works out. Now for the rest of the stuff.
Ivan, looks at to you. We got the issue of, No Man's Land. I'm pretty sure, Marcus here can take out any stragglers that decide to run all the way back to base. But in case he can't, that's a danger. And B, getting into the building and then getting out alive.
The in the building, I can handle. I may or may not have displayed myself as a bounty hunter, mercenary.
Yeah, so
I have.
they would use you for some extent, whereas me, they've raised suspicion because I don't really go into communities that much.
Oh, one last thing. You guys don't happen to have any sort of explosive that I can sneak in so as to destroy their door on the way out?
Are you talking about, big boom?
I'm talking about enough to keep the door open for our raid.
Georgie kind of nods for a second, looking all kind of stoic, which honestly is more terrifying than anything else considering his obscene size. No, but I know where we can get some.
Alright.
It ain't
I'm
pretty.
listening.
You folks know the Red Vipers?
We've had interactions.
They're a companion. He's an explosives expert. You might have met him. Legitimately, I don't remember if you guys actually met this dude.
We possibly did, but in the case that we didn't, what does he look like?
Well, most of his clothing is exploded. He has black hair that is permanently sticking up. And, yeah, he looks like a crazy man on jets.
He wouldn't be missing the leg, would he?
No.
Alright, good. It's not that guy.
No, he usually is holding some explosives at some point or another, possibly maybe sticking them in your pants, and maybe trying to blow you up 7 ways from Sunday.
Why does that sound like a Jap thing to do?
He's a
It
little
really
bit
does, doesn't it?
crazy.
I think that's why it sounds like a Jap thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've met that guy in particular.
He is the best damn explosives expert in this side of anywhere. The only problem is, he's so goddamn crazy he'll blow you up without even realizing it. He almost took my hand. Twice.
So
He'll blow open the door for you, that's for sure. Just, don't expect to be alive when he does. Or be very careful.
alright.
I think I can be careful. Hopefully.
If I remember correctly, he raked up some explosives back in Vault 300. You remember that door?
Would it be worthwhile getting someone like him to join us, though?
He follows where the next big boom is. Twice with the Red Vipers. They supply him many supplies, and he, takes advantage.
So if I told him that we were blowing up a path into the BOS compound,
You would have him have
that'd
blown
probably
something
get him
up.
here.
So, looks like we might have a potential ally that may or may not get us all killed.
That's most of our allies, to be fair.
Yeah, you know what? Super mutant, Deathclaw, little blind girl that almost beat your ass. Yeah,
Don't have to mention that one.
right.
Now, Thorn convincing him to let go of his, assets might be difficult.
I think I can work out a way.
I'll leave that in your capable hands then while me and Marcus get the herd on its way.
Alright, I guess we have a plan? Can we
Sounds
call
like
this a
it's-
plan?
I think it's some form of a plan, just
Feels
not
like
a
more of
very
an
good
idea
one.
than a plan.
Honestly, yeah.
Ivan just kind of shrugs. That's the American way. You make an idea, you follow through with it, it becomes a plan. That's what it is.
We're fucked.
Honestly, this is more likely to work than most of the shit I do on a daily basis.
You're fairly certain this here is the exact reason why they haven't won yet. Ow!
I just jammed my fucking arm in the desk. Ow!
Jesus Christ, man.
Ow,
He
okay.
just got... He's beaming at the moment. Georgie, and Marcus is slowly riding his bike towards the entrance, slowly wandering between you guys. And the blacksmith is doing something. You don't really know what he's doing. You think he's making armor or something, but you're not really sure.
Well,
Alright.
guess me and Marcus will head out then.
Well, Ivan kind of looks at it. If you want to join Marcus, you may want to get on his bike here soon. He's gonna leave without you.
Oh fuck. Nadia, take care of Ace.
She looks at Ace.
And don't change
Don't
his
touch me.
clothes.
You could swear she looks slightly crestfallen.
You can change them after. Alright.
I whip around at Wanby with a very angry expression on my face.
And you can change my clothes after as well. I don't fucking care. Let's go.
Da 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 da. Dum dum.
This is going well.
Ivan just kind of looks at you. He's like, honestly, this is going better than any plan we've had for the Brotherhood of Steel so far. All we were really planning on doing was shoving more men at the no man's land, and keeping it stocked up, and waiting until their ammo went dry.
Don't they use energy weapons?
No. Wait. They might. I thought we used energy weapons. Georgie, which weapons do they use? Huh. They use some kind of weapons.
Oh, okay. Come on, Nadia. Let's hope this works.
Nadia just kind of follows in your footsteps as you guys, I assume, start heading out of town to head to, what's the place called? Shit. Oh my god, why can't I remember the name of it? Beggar's Hole, that's it.
Yep,
Alright.
I suppose so.
Takes you a while to get to Beggar's Hole. It's not too great of a distance from, Passion City to Beggar's Hole. It's literally just going straight down. But, takes you a little bit to get there. Nadia, being the incredibly silent companion, she does not say a single word. You're not sure she's really able to say something without you saying something to her, but yeah, you can test the theory.
I could test the theory, but see, the thing is, Ace has been dealing with Krampus, Sasuke, and Jap nonstop for the past couple months.
This is the
he's-
quietest journey you will ever take, and god damn is it nice.
That's more like it.
You eventually end up at Beggar's Hole with Nadia walking behind you. Let me just remove all these extra pieces here real quick. Where's your character? Oh, right, you were down here with the pirate. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yes.
When
But you're
Krampus
kicking the
became
pirate in the shins.
No, in the
Good
head,
times.
excuse you.
See, you head into Beggar's Hole, and as you walk in, you once again see quite a few people aiming their guns at you. It's just what they do, and you see this buddy boo. I don't remember his name, so I'm gonna make up one. His name is Jefferson. As he's walking towards you folks, and he's just like, Ace, you're back here again. I assumed you died.
Things aren't popping in.
No, are
Interesting.
they not? They should be.
It might be my end.
Let me move you guys back. Did that work?
Okay, now things are
Okay, cool.
somewhat here.
Yeah.
Close enough.
I thought you died. Well, more hoped.
Yeah. You're not getting rid of me that easy. You still owe me some money.
Well, on the plus side, you don't have that terror of a Titan walking around, so that's good.
Yep. Speaking of terrors, I'm in the market for a slightly more explosive terror. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Oh? You want our friend, do ya? And why would you need one of those?
What's it to you?
Well, I can't just give you one of my people without knowing why you want them. You could be killing them, for all I know.
Frankly, I'm more worried about him killing us. I need explosives and somebody to use them.
Are you planning something dangerous?
Am I ever not planning something dangerous?
That's a fair point. Well, we could have you let him, but that might be a bit of a difficulty. You see, we're currently using him.
Using him for what?
Well, we're currently trying to erase something at the moment. It's on the other side
Something
of
or
the
someone?
field. Both, we should say. It's on the other side of town. Should be going off in about 2 minutes. Someone decided not to play nice. Pulled out a couple of, guns. I decided it'd be a good idea to hole up in a house. Yeah. So my good friend is putting some explosives down around the house as we speak.
Alright, thanks for the info.
Yeah.
I'm
Roll
gonna
me
go...
perception real quick.
If I fuck this roll up, I swear to God.
Alright, cool. As you're walking, you see this man. I don't really have a picture for him, so I'm gonna use I don't have a picture. This is slightly annoying. I feel like I should have a picture, but it's fine. It's whatever. You see this dude walking towards you, and he looks kind of crazy. We're going to use that picture for now. This man kind of looks crazy. He looks like he's hopped up on all kinds of drugs. His shirt is either permanently painted black, or that's, smoke or various types of ash on him. He has wild, crazy eyes, and he's currently doing a jig. Woo!
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Hey, friend, how you doing?
I'm fine. Are you the explosives guy?
Yep, my name's Jimmy. You want to see a magic trick, brother?
Are you gonna make that house disappear?
Exactly.
Do you wanna maybe save whatever gear might be in that house?
Not in the slightest.
But what if it's more explosives you can use later?
It's gonna make a big boom.
You know what? Whatever. That's not what I'm here for. Go ahead.
You see, you're fairly certain it's some kind of clock in his hands ticking as he looks at you with a smile that you're fairly certain should only be on Jap Taxi's masks. As it's just from side to side, grinning, just fucking ear to ear as he tilts his head with the ticking of the clock. Something is wrong with this guy's brain, and it's very disturbing as his head just keeps on turning until his entire body starts rotating, and then he goes tick tick boom as the entire house behind him explodes violently and largely, and the roof of it slams into another building as he just starts laughing maniacally as fire just explodes out of here. Tick, tick, boom, tick, tick, boom.
Impressive. So I take it you like blowing things up, huh?
Yes. Blowing things up is my pastime. It's what I do. It's my job. It's everything that's worth meaning to me. Also, it's just fun when you hear the ticking of the bomb and you know their lives are about to end. Even anime objects, you put like a stick of dynamite right next to a door, you can hear it scream.
Speaking of blowing up doors, I have a job proposition for you.
You have a job for me? I wonder if that goes against my code. What's my code again? Who knows what my code is? Shut up. No, you. What? Uh-huh. What?
Anyway, me and a few friends are planning on making a grand entrance to the BOS stronghold up at Fort Lauderdale.
Tick, tick,
You heard of it?
boom. Big, big, thick door. So much thick. How big are those doors? Those doors. He starts moving his body like he's starting to like complex calculations or something. It's really weird to see because he moves his entire body as he's like calling out numbers and sizing and stuff like that. He's like tick tick boom, big, big, bigger, bigger, bigger. I can blow it.
That's just what I wanted to hear.
See Jeffrey kind of come up from behind you. Now, I didn't say he was going to go with you just yet. Haven't gone
He
through
didn't say he
the...
wasn't going to go with me.
I mean, true, but gotta go through the right channels, you know? Especially after what he did last time in this place.
What did he do last time?
No, when you sat a super mutant on me.
Um, I don't think I sat a super mutant on you. I think the super mutant sat himself on you.
He looks...
Frankly,
kind
I
of
was drunk. I
peeved.
don't remember most of what happened that day.
Right. Well, there's still proper channels to go through. You could always do a bet with me to get 'em.
Oh, I don't know. You still owe me plenty of money. You sure you want to make any more bets?
Well, you owe me, as I recall, several items, namely your gun. And I owe you money. We just haven't exchanged yet.
Nah. See, I'm not stupid enough to bet away a gun. At least not my gun. Maybe other people's guns.
He kind of staring at you with a sly grin, as... Wow, these rolls are pissed today. As you see,
They're
like
very mediocre.
two or three gunmen are just kind of aiming down at you. It's not very impressive. There's a bunch of people who are just kind of going back to the daily tasks at this point. Even the bar isn't even that rowdy. It's just kind of boring. I don't think it's the showing he was meaning to show you, but you know. We
I just smirk at him.
could just keep you here. We still got some errands for you to run. Besides, from the sounds of it, you're planning on taking out one of our biggest producers. How you gonna explain that to Thorn?
Honestly, I was not planning on explaining it to Thorn. Last I remembered, I'm not part of your little gang of misfits.
No. He points to, whatever the fuck I call it, the explosives expert. I don't remember his name. Slightly annoying, but that's okay.
Neither do I. Was it Jeffrey?
Nah, Jeffrey
don't
was the red one.
Oh yeah. I don't fucking...
Greg. We'll call him Greg.
Greg.
I don't know. I had some other name for him, but it's fine.
Bob.
Oh, he's like, yeah, but
We'll call
Greg there.
Bob because it sounds like bomb.
There we go, yeah. Bob over there is ours, though. And, well, if, say, he dies, that'd be one hell of an expense to pay, now wouldn't it?
Well, see, I don't really need him. I just need the bomb he can make.
I can make you
He
so
kind of wanted to
many
tag along to
bombs.
see the aftermath, I think.
Hmm. And what would you pay the man to make you the bomb? Hmm? All deals are fair, after all.
Cost of the materials and the satisfaction of seeing a big-ass door vaporize.
As you're looking at Jeffrey, you hear a soft breathing right behind you.
I do not let my disgust show through my face.
I don't need no money. I just want to watch it go boom.
You hear that? He doesn't want any money. He just wants to see the boom.
Ah, yes, but counterpoint, Bob. If you die, you don't get to see the boom. See, Bob. You hear him take like a hitch of breath as that seemed to have him like a punch to the gut. No boom? No boom.
Don't worry, Bob. You make the bomb strong enough, and you'll be able to see it from a safe distance.
You can. Oh no. You can feel his eyes behind you light up as he says, "Ooh, the biggest boom." I don't think I've ever seen that man get that worked up before. You see
Sounds to
Nadia
me like
kind of
I've got
raise
me.
her hand. I believe this man is experiencing what you would consider extreme terror, and endorphins are running through his brain to such a degree that he is willing to do anything at the moment. From what the sounds of his breathing and from his eyes constantly twitching, I would assume he would be going to find something that makes the biggest boom that you can possibly create. Which would be a tank located just 2.5 miles away from this location.
Wait, you can just find tanks?
No, I saw it from a distance. You see, while we were walking here, I was scanning the area constantly. I can see up to 2 miles away.
We came here for a bomb, and you told me nothing about the tank you found?
You didn't ask. I thought you wanted the quiet.
Quiet is nice, yes. But so is survival, and if we could use a tank in this fight, that would have been very helpful information.
I do not know if the tank is functioning. But
Fair,
tanks do
but we have
explode very
mechanics.
well.
You know what? We will see about the tank on the way back. I turn my attention back to the guy breathing down my neck.
He is very, very close to you, and he looks like a psychotic murderer that is about to rip out your spleen with his bare fingers.
I like pat him on the shoulders and kind of pushed him back a step. So what do you say, Bobby boy? Want to build me a bomb?
He looks at your hand, and then he looks at you, and he lifts up his own hand and puts it on your shoulder. You can feel the calluses on it. You're fairly certain he's blown up his hand on so many occasions that that's just not flesh anymore. That's just leather. And you can feel it through your jacket.
I'm just like, oh, that's not... Just in my head, it's just, oh, that's not a glove he's wearing. Okay.
That's but he's like, I can make the biggest boom, and I'm gonna make it so big, I'm going to blow up those doors like a radiant shower of God. I'm going to use
Okay,
the
buddy,
tank bullets.
buddy, listen. I need big boom, small package.
Small package. Small package.
Small package.
I can use tank bomb. No, too big. Too big. Tank bomb too big. Tank
bomb,
bullet.
big.
Tank bullet big, but small. Tank bullet big boom. Dynamite. Dynamite and tank bullet. Double big boom.
If you can make something roughly dynamite sized, that's enough to get through the door, then that'll be perfect. Preferably something I can detonate from a safe distance.
He looks at you with a slightly confused look for a second before smiling quite large. Those doors will die. Jeffrey just kind of looks at you. He's just like, you know what? I'm kind of terrified of this guy. If you could make it so he just doesn't come back, I'll tell him. I'll tell the big boss guy that well, it would not be surprising to me if he died by anything. Have you seen this man's face? Or arms? Or chest? Pretty much anywhere with exposed flesh, really.
Yeah, and a few unexposed flesh areas.
You also notice he's not wearing a shirt. Well, what parts of a shirt he is wearing is more scraps that are tied together around his chest frame. But mostly he's just not wearing a shirt. You thought he was at first, but no, that's soot.
Yep.
You really don't want to
Okay,
know what this man has done with the explosives.
I turn to Jeffrey and say, so that means I have the guy?
Yeah, just don't bring him back. I think he may have an explosive personality involving this town.
Cool. I turn back around to Bob with a smile on my face. So, you want to build more bombs?
He smiles as his hand squeezes your shoulder.
You can see him right up close.
Biggest boom.
Big boom. Mm-hmm. Alright, buddy, follow me. Where's your workshop? Grab everything you think you'll need.
He looks at you and starts walking into this house. It's surprisingly sizable. When you walk in...
Oh, is that why that hole is there? It's not just a rundown building.
Yeah. As you walk in, I would say you're afraid to step places with such high perception, because Jesus Christ, that's a lot of landmines. You're fairly certain
I have no intention
some
of going
them
in the
are
door.
active. Oh, okay.
That's a suicide mission that I'm not okay with.
Yeah, just walking up to the door, but you look inside. He's fucking dancing around like a fuck ton of landmines. There's just rockets laying to the side, some of which are split open, and parts are taken part of them. There's grenades laid across the rooms and stuff. And he grabs a fairly large uh, almost like a garbage can, like a garbage thing, one of those big ass dump trucks, or you know what I'm talking about. And he just
Dumpster.
starts shoving this shit in there. Yeah, like dumpster. He just starts shoving this shit in there. Landmines, he's just haphazardly tossing into the dumpster. He's fucking grabbing rockets and shoving them in. He grabs something that looked like an oversized grenade, and he just yeet it into there.
I take a step back.
It takes him a couple of minutes, but he ends up pulling with incredible strength one of the largest filled dumpsters you've ever seen. This sucker has untold amounts of explosives in there, but one other terrifying thing that you had not noticed previously, but becomes very obvious when he steps outside, he's holding a small bag at his hip, and there's very interestingly colored vials in there.
What are those? I say as I point at the vials.
Oh, these are my special liquids. If you mix them together just right, they create the biggest boom. I put them on grenades sometimes. Don't worry, they're extremely volatile.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay, you know what? This is fine. Nadia, can you help him drag that, um, whatever the fuck that is?
This is my
And
big buddy.
let's go find that tank.
Nadia just kind of nods before she kind of reaches her hand over and grabs the side of the dumpster and just kind of clenches her fist around it, which dents it slightly as she just starts pulling it like it's nothing. It must easily weigh several 100 pounds with how much shit is in there. And you're not sure how much of that is active.
Probably all of it.
So she just starts pulling you to where, the tank is, and lo and behold, it's a tank. It's fairly large, decently sizable, in relatively okay condition. Doesn't appear to have enough gas left in it to do anything with moving it, but that could probably be fixed. And there's at least a couple of bullets inside the tank. You're not entirely sure if the cannon can actually fire, but if it can, that would be a really good way of exploding the shit at the door.
Uh, Nadia, how good are you at electronics and mechanics?
I am adequate. I was designed by my maker to be a walking, functioning tank. My ability to use electronics is subpar at best. However, being an AI, I can learn fairly effectively. It would only take me... She kind of paused for a second. 5 weeks in order to understand the basic mechanics and the underlying underlying electrical and underlying electrical forces behind the tank's evolution, and then be able to drive it and be able to effectively use it to every degree possible.
Okay, we don't have 5 weeks. Take anything that might be explosive, put it in the pile carefully. Don't let him touch it. And let's get a move on before the hour's up, if possible.
There's quite a few tank bullets in there. Apparently no one thought it was a good idea to open up a tank, get into it, and start pulling it apart piece by piece in order to find out its inner workings. And so people hid bullets in there. Tank shells. A fairly good place of hiding them, apparently. As she just kind of grabs a tank shell and yeets it into the dumpster.
I said carefully.
Oh, my apologies. I thought that was careful. She then
That is
hands another
that.
tank shell to Bob very gently. And then
I
he eats it
said
into the
keep them
dumpster.
away from him.
Oh.
You know what? Just find them. I will put them in the pile.
She slowly starts pulling out more tank shells and hands them to you, and they're fucking heavy.
I carry Sasuke, which isn't saying much, but it's something. I think at least a tank shell at a time is fine.
It's a lot of hard work, and by the time you're done, you are sweating like a goddamn pig. But you got like 10 tank shells out of it, so pretty good haul. The rest of the tank seems to be in okay order. Not a lot to do with it. If you had some kind of way to power it, you could probably drive it, but you also don't know how to drive a tank, nor does anyone in your party. So,
Uh, could I, if I got Nadia to hook her power source into the tank, could I roll luck to see if I can figure out how to drive it just
uh,
by
let's
pushing
see.
buttons and hoping for the best?
God, her power source is very finicky with the tank, shall we say. Um, it could work. I'd be I don't know what your luck is. I think it's 10, right?
It's 9.
9. Okay, yeah, it would be definitely a -6 to see if it'll work. But you do have your wonderful, wonderful probability field, and it's just concerning whether or not her power source will function with it. You see her do something with her hands. You've seen how those hands can move before, so this is just kind of part of the course. But she starts kind of tearing at the tank and then starts fiddling around with a lot of wires and then her own wires. And there's a lot of exposed wires, and then there's electricity coursing between them and sparking, and the tank kind of turns on with a stutter. But it's on. It's the most redneck way of turning on a tank you've ever seen. It's like hot wiring a tank, but badly.
You know what? We'll take it for a lap. We'll see if it can drive. If it can drive like 50 feet without trying to explode, then I will continue from there.
All right. That one would
Since
want to be a luck -3. See if it'll actually drive more than a couple of feet.
-3.
Oh my god. It does in fact drive. You can drive forwards. The only problem is Passion City is not forwards. Fort Lauderdale is forwards. Also,
This
No
is
Man's Land is
fine.
forwards.
This is fine. We need the tank that away anyway.
That's fair. Yeah, if you're not trying to turn, so it's really not that. It's like flying a plane if you're not flying. You
What
just
would I have to roll to see if it'll turn correctly?
that would be a luck -6. Just
What about if I only needed it to turn in one direction?
we'll go with a luck -4 on that one. Whether or not you can stop it is stop it from turning will be the main factor of luck here. It's really easy to turn something. It's not very easy to counter turn something when it's turning. At least not properly. Especially when we don't know the controls.
Okay, agility not agility.
Luck
luck
-4.
-4, you said.
Yeah. Can you turn and then counter turn?
PS4.
Wow. All right. Yeah, you understand the basics of left and right fairly well. On a tank, this is like foreign country inside of a car on the wrong side of the road while having a gun point to your head and someone has a knife to your nuts. But you're doing it. You have no idea what these buttons do, and you're very, very happy you guys took out the round from the cannon portion because
Yeah.
you're fairly certain you tried firing it at one point and nothing happened.
I heard a large clanking sound when I pushed a button and vowed to never push that button again.
But you managed to turn the vehicle and then make it stop turning.
Cool.
Yo-
I need to angle it to Passion City and dry angle it to Passion City, tie the crate of explosives to the back, and very slowly make my way back to Passion City.
It takes you quite a bit to get back to Passion City. Driving a tank is it's a journey, especially when you have a hyped up, crazy, possibly serial killer explosive expert fiddling with explosives behind you, constantly chanting about how lovely and beautiful it would be to watch this tank explode. Your stress is incredibly high, and that is making it really difficult to focus.
After about 15 minutes, I'm just gonna say, Nadia, put him on the top of the tank and close the hatch behind him.
She is currently not able to move. You're not even sure if her eyes are open at the moment. She appears to be not able to move while or do anything while in the tank.
That's fine. Okay. I turn to him. Hey, how about you take whatever you're doing, go on top of the tank, and see if you can find more tanks. Just look around. Don't leave the tank. Just get on top of it and sit there until I say otherwise.
He smiles as he starts crawling to the top. And then you hear above you him getting into what you can only assume is the turret.
I'm
And
so
just
glad
slowly
we took all
spinning.
off. You know what? Let him have it.
You really hope that the turret's have ammo.
If it's not, we'll find out.
Yeah. So you eventually get back to Passion City. It takes you quite a while. Yeah, quite a while. So we're going to go ahead and look at Wandy at the moment. Wandy, how you doing? Are you back yet? Do you exist, Wandy? What, Wandy?
We're down to one.
Wow. But Wandy, I want to talk to you about the old man who you're currently pressed against. Let me make this as awkward as possible for you. Alright, cool. So he's out of commission at the moment. Alright. So you get back to Passion City.
That is unfortunate timing for him to be
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. On the right, you get to see in the distance something that terrifies you horribly. It is a mass of bodies slowly walking. It is a lot of ghouls. It is
That's
probably more
horrifying.
ghouls than you have seen in one area in your lifetime.
That's horrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, you also see with binoculars, the the motorcycle, and Wandy on the dude's back as he's slowly inching his way forwards. They both look very irritated.
Did they run out of gas?
No, the horde behind them just doesn't give a shit. They're all going that direction, but they aren't even bothering to run.
You know what? That's fine. Maybe we'll have this tank functional before they get ready to beat down the doors.
So you drove in the tank almost all the way past Passion City. Do you know how to stop it? Hey, Wandy's back.
Whatever direction I'm pushing the stick, I'm assuming it's controlled by levers.
Mm-hmm.
I want to put the levers in the middle of their track, where I'm assuming it's just going to be neutral.
Hopefully. I don't know how tank thing. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult, mainly because they're really hard to move. But you managed to get more or less in the middle, and it slowly creaks to a stop about 15 feet away from the doors.
Just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna say, okay, Nadia, cut the power on the tank if you're still alive.
She cuts the power as the tank just groans before she opens her eyes. They're a little bit more dull than they were, but she's like, I am functional.
Okay. You did good. This was a very strange trip. Get yourself unplugged. If you need help, call for it. I'm gonna see about keeping this guy from blowing up the entire city.
Oh, you do that. Wandy, how you feeling? How you doing?
Yep, I'm back.
Yeah. So, he found a tank.
Beauty.
Barely functional. I would not call that functional, but it's workable. Mostly.
I'm gonna fix it and use it.
You're not sure who has experience with tanks, but sure. And
Some guy made a mech. I figure a tank should be a step down from that.
you're
I
hoping.
made a mech from scratch. I feel like repairing a pre-built tank should be okay.
Yeah. He also made it for Cockroach, so he might have some wizardry skills, but you're not quite sure how much electronic skills he has. Hopefully you have someone who knows electronics there. But yeah, so Wanda, you're on the back of this dude's motorcycle, and it's kind of quiet. Would you like to start up any conversations with him? By quiet, I mean you're currently playing Thunderstruck as loud as possible, but you know.
I doubt he'll hear me, but So, how long you've had your bike?
I had it since I was a kid. I built it up myself. Every single screw in this goddamn bike, this Bessie right here, is put in by me.
Sounds really familiar to a friend of mine who called her shotgun a name.
Why would you call a weapon a name?
She's crazy.
My sniper don't got a name. It's called a rifle. 'Cause you know what it is? It's a rifle.
I did not know that.
Use your eyes, dumbass.
Sure, I'll take that. Take your word for it then. How much longer?
It should only be a bit longer. You guys been driving for quite a bit at this point. it's not the most thrilling conversations as you guys are driving. He at one point starts telling you about well, things that are better left not said from an old man. But he tells you some interesting stories. You're only half hearing him, and the half that you are hearing is stuff that even you, with your 150-some-year-old self, did not want to ever hear. You're fairly certain you're too young for these stories.
How old do you think I am?
I don't know, and I don't give a shit.
God, I hate to imagine the amount of kids you had.
What kids? I don't got enough juice down there to fill up a single goddamn cup. You think I'm gonna have some kids? What do you think I am? Some kind of shit fucker?
Well, aren't we all shit fuckers?
Fuck!
No. I mean, you know, like, in comes the food and out comes the food, that kind of shit.
You fuck that shit? What the fuck is wrong with you?
No. No, I don't fuck that You know, I never fucked it, but now that you mention it, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing I've seen, honestly.
Gets very quiet for a couple of minutes.
I mean, have you ever seen a fucking Deathclaw speak?
No, I wouldn't be too weird though. I would just shoot her in the throat.
Have you ever seen a Deathclaw with unordinary features?
I saw one of them kill someone with their third leg, if you know what I mean.
Come he just shivers. Oh, God.
Eventually come up to the massive horde. Very awkward conversations you have held in the last couple of probably hours. They're not conversations you would ever want to repeat or ever remember. At least that which you've heard of it. There's probably some interesting things that he said, but yeah, most of it was unpleasant.
Give me a freaking sex education.
Yeah, your character didn't need it, but he got it.
Yeah.
You guys eventually come up to the horde as he kind of just like looks at it. He's like, well, there's your horde. Damn, that looks pretty.
Yeah, alright. Now, you remember the plan?
Doesn't involve fucking, does it?
If you want a death wish. No, you blast your music and start leading the herd to the Brotherhood. You know where that is, right?
He kind of just turns his head towards you with a unamused look.
Take it as a yes. I'm gonna go in there and make sure no stragglers go off.
Alright, well, you have the... Oh, yeah, good time, I guess. I hope this plan don't involve fucking. He kind of like turns his bike.
Tell you what, if we survive this, I'll find you a woman to fuck, since you're so eager to fuck.
Alright. I don't know if you can. Last time I tried, well, she turned into a ghoul afterwards.
What?
She left and dived straight into a pool of radiation.
Alright, we'll find a girl that's not suicidal then.
Good luck, I haven't found one yet.
Oh, trust me, I know a lot of women.
And like revs his
running in there.
revs his thing. Da 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 da. Dum dum. And this shit is loud. I mean, he like put this thing up to like up to 20. I mean, this shit was loud. You could easily hear it as you run through a thing, and these fuckers just turn their heads and start running like a fucking beast. I mean, they start running like God like is on their heels
I like to
for
imagine
about half an hour.
half an hour.
Then they start slowing down. They start getting used to his noise. So he puts on Bad to the Bone. And it's another half an hour. And then they slow down again. You're almost at, Passion City at this point with his third song. And then they start
Just
slowing down
walking
again.
with him. Just walking with him, hoping like, man, hope he fucking has enough music.
Yeah, after the third song, you can see Passion City in the distance. Also a giant fucking tank. And
I
he
hope
just
God it's
starts
not direct-
slowly walking his bike forwards. He looks very irritated. And he turns back on. Da 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 da, dun dun. And nothing happens. They're just walking.
So, where exactly is the place again?
You can see it.
Passion City?
Yeah, you can see it from where you are, and the tank. It's not a significant distance. Well, it wouldn't be
Okay.
if you were running, but you're walking.
And where would the Brotherhood be again?
Quite a distance further.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, it's very slow going
You're a
at the
little
moment.
under halfway.
Yeah, he ran out of music, and he doesn't have any other loud sounds to play at the moment.
He has
He's gonna-
3 songs.
Yeah,
He's gonna kind of wave his hand and pull out his gun and pretend to shoot, trying to signal them, use your weapon to draw them.
he like turns his head as he's just slowly cruising. He just looks at you. He shouts out towards you. You think I'm gonna waste my fucking rifle's ammo on this shit? Fuck you!
Fucking slapped his face.
Does he have any other weapon on him? That's the question. No, he doesn't.
Oh fuck. I'm
He
gonna
has a
have to run
machete
up
on
to
his
my-
hip and a rifle on his back, and that's all the fucking thing he needs.
Marty's gonna try and carefully go through the herd and catch up to him.
It's not hard to make it to him. It's really not. Y'all are going at a very, very slow speeds.
Marty just comes up and he's like, "Come on, just shoot a gun already."
You wanna give me one of yours?
Oh yeah, you don't. Why don't you? What kind of a man doesn't have to bring themselves a gun in the wasteland? Hold on a minute.
Kind of looks at you, pulls off his helmet while you're just cruising, and he looks you dead in the eyes, and he's like, "Do you seriously think I need more than my rifle?"
Wait, you have a rifle?
He looks at his back, just kind of cranes his head, and looks at the massive rifle on his back.
Oh yeah, you got your rifle.
Are
know
you
what? Fuck it,
blind?
I have. I spent hours trying to make sure and the herd don't straggle away. I'm a little tired. You know what? Here, he gives him. I have a rifle. I'm gonna give him my ammo.
Okay. Just don't
Fire
look
that
at
a couple of times, until we reach the Brotherhood. Radio in if you have a radio,
Mhm.
and tell them that we're moving him there.
Okay. Ace, you hear the radio going off as you finally get out of the tank and get into the buildings, and they're rather surprised as you hear a rough voice with the army of the dead shouting into the radio as he's just shouting, "Oi! We got these fuckers halfway there. We're gonna start shooting. Dead moving, I guess. What the fuck else did you want me to say?
I want you to say we're gonna continue leading. Oh my god, he just steals the walkie. Hey, gotta try and continue dragging the herd all the way to the Brotherhood. Take a bit longer, but should be there.
You hear this quite easily, Ace, as what the fuck was his name?
Ivan?
Yeah, Ivan grabs the thing. He's like, Roger that. Also, you guys okay?
Yeah, we're just partially deaf because I've been in the herd for God knows how long, and he's been blasting music.
Ah. Alright, well,
Also,
we'll
what kind
start
of
planning.
Americans have what kind of Americans only have 3 songs?
What other songs do you think we would play? He raises his eyes for a second, and he fucking drops the goddamn radio and runs outside of the holotape before slamming it into Marcus's chest. You motherfucker, you didn't play this song, you bitch. And Marcus is just like, you think I would play that before our enemies could fucking hear it? Fuck no, bitch. And Ivan just kind of looks at him, and you see a moment of recognition flash through his eyes, and he's like, and that, my friend, is why you are goddamn American. Before he starts walking back to the base and sits down. We have 4 songs. We only need 4.
Alright, then we don't have to waste bullets.
You think we'll play it now? Shut your damn pothole, boy.
You got
That
it,
song is only for when our enemies can hear us coming. It is the pride of the American nation.
Alright, we'll build it up then. Use the other songs.
What other songs? Hey, have you played Bad to the Bone yet? Yeah.
Yo, I like that song actually. Play it.
He kind of shrugs and continues playing it. The horde
That song in years.
doesn't move too much faster. Yeah. Still following him. It's still a source of noise, but played that for quite a few hours, so yeah. Well, the horde slowly moves, and the Ivan's just like, alright, plan 2. Well, plan 1.2. B. Plan second portion. Second half. Second. On to the second step. He looks at Ace. You got everything ready for Fort?
Mostly. He still needs to build the bomb. If any of your mechanics can fix up this tank, that'd be helpful.
Ah. Now, I played with a tank before. Huh. Sure it's a tank?
Yep, pretty sure.
Alright. Nicholas! Get your ass onto the tank! Did you just say a fucking tank? Yes, I said goddamn tank! Get your ass in the goddamn tank! Fuck!
I'm gonna... With wide eyes, Ace runs back outside and unties the giant dumpster full of explosives from the tank before they start messing with it.
Yeah, you see Nicholas walking towards you. It looks like he just has a toolbox in his hands, and that may make him the most terrifying creature that you've seen so far, because this man is looking at this tank with not only a look of passion, but it's a look of love.
Hopefully, somewhere in that look is competence.
He made a mech for you. You can only hope. He looks at you and he looks at this tank and he's like, "You brought me a baby. You know how long I've wanted to work on a goddamn tank?"
I have no idea, but I'll tell you what. If you can get this thing working before the raid on the BOS, after the BOS are done, you can keep the tank.
I can get it working. I can. I just don't know if it'll work all the way. He'll fire at least one bullet, I can tell you that. You can swear on my mother's grave. It will fire one bullet. More than that. You point in a direction now, it hits something.
Okay, but accurately? Could we use this to blow the door off of its hinges?
How big's the door?
DM, how big is the door?
It's fairly large.
Pretty big, I guess. It's a giant fucking gate.
Oh. Well,
Our
you know
super
the
mutant didn't
expression,
have to
it could
duck
hit
to
the
get
barn
through it.
side of a door. I think I said that wrong.
Pretty sure you did.
Well, regardless, if it can hit the barn side of a door, it can hit that.
I think it's broadside of a barn.
Are you sure?
I grew up in a barn, so yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Alright, I'll trust you on this one. If it can hit the broadside of a barn, which it probably can, he kind of looks down the barrel, which is fucking terrifying to you. I
There's
mean,
no
we
ammo in it,
grease this
hopefully.
sucker up a little bit. He just kind of shoves his arm in there. We kind of grease this sucker up a little bit. It's kind of... Uh-oh. He pulls out his hand, and there's a giant ball of what looks to be rust that he's holding. You took out the bullet, right?
I think so.
Oh, good.
You should check that
This would have
first.
killed you if you shot it. This,
Dropping down 40%.
yeah, the entire barrel. The entire barrel is clogged. We can get working though.
Cool.
I need a couple of men on this, but let me just he kind of climbs into the tank and you hear him using his toolbox very effectively. It's banging, it's crashing, it's noises that you're fairly certain shouldn't come out of a tank before he shouts out, "Yeah, the tank's good. Just needs this barrel cleaned, and it'll fire. Probably 1 or 2 shots. Then you may have to clean it again, but it'll fire. And it'll fire goddamn well. Its cleaning job might take a hot minute, though. But it'll fire."
Well, good luck with that. I'm gonna try not to blow my own brains out, keeping an eye on this guy. I would say as I look at
Bob
the
kind of
guy.
looks at you, and you see him mixing some of his vials together, just standing there, pouring several vials into different containers.
Please don't blow us all up.
Kind of looks at you. "I ain't gonna blow us up just yet. This is not a big enough boom."
Okay.
See. He grabs one of the tank bullets and just throws it on the ground.
Please be careful with that.
Before he just starts ripping the sucker. It is with pristine precision that this motherfucker is taking apart this shell. And then he starts putting vials in it.
Oh my god, what
and
is
before
he doing?
slapping it back together. It looks like a shell that was poorly made, but it's a shell and it looks good. And he lifts it up. This is an extremely volatile shell. Give me 5 minutes and I'll make an even more explosive one.
You
He
know
then
what?
again
How
drops
about
it.
you take oh my god. How about you take 20 minutes to make one that won't blow up in the barrel of the tank?
Huh. Are you saying it should blow up when it hits the door?
Yes.
Oh. He shrugs and starts pulling apart the thing again before very violently just ripping out the vials and shoving them into his bag.
Oh my god.
Somehow, he's not making them explode. You're not very sure how. He either has the hands of a god or better luck than you do.
I'm guessing that second one.
He just kind of picks up the new, freshly opened tank bullet. And he's just like, huh. Then he reaches over and shoves another one on top of the previous tank thing and walks into a house.
Okay. Yeah, alright. DM.
Yeah.
What would be roughly the time scale of when all this shit's gonna get completed?
So probably the very unbelievably slow horde is going to reach the other place in probably about a day. Would probably reach the no man's land at the speed that they're currently going at, unless you guys started shooting a lot. But you know, closer you get to no man's land, the harder that's gonna be. Unless they're currently in a firefight, but if they're in a not firefight, that would be bad. So you guys have about a day or so to clear out no man's land the best you can. And yeah, that tank will probably be done by that time. Well, it'll be functional and you'll be able to shoot out of it. You wouldn't call it done. This shit's
Okay,
fucked
that's
up.
fair.
But
That's
but yeah, things seem to be going mostly according to plan. You have not heard anything from Jap Taxi or Sasuke, but
Sasuke.
it's only been like a day or so, so you're not the
mean-
most worried.
Question: how would they hear anything from us?
You guys coming back? That's pretty much the only way you got any way of receiving information from them. So you're not the most worried that they're not back after a day or so, because they do have to go pray far north. But yeah, this is probably
they
the
have
longest
to
you've been
not
without
only
Sasuke for so
keep
long.
up with, but catch up with a vigorous Krampus.
Yeah. This is
It's gonna take
probably
them a day
the
or two.
longest you've ever been away from Sasuke in the entire time you've known her.
Yeah. She's probably having a not good time.
And next episode, we're going to see just how bad of a time she's going to be having. Possibly with slapping Jap, or possibly shooting him in the shoulder or something. He can still run with a shot shoulder. Maybe you'll make him go
True.
faster.
Probably not. Maybe.
Adrenaline does
Shot
wonders.
him in the ass and he ran pretty fast last time.
So we're going to see how absolutely insane Sasuke is going to be with Krampus and Jap Taxi next episode. And we may also see the destruction of Fort Lauderdale next episode. So if you guys are interested in watching that, come by next week at 7 p.m. PST. We stream it live on Purgatory Corner Twitch.tv/Purgatory Corner. That's what I was being to say. So yeah, if you want to check us out, feel free to go over there. And if you're on our Twitch, feel free to go over to our YouTube, Tables of Tartarus, which is where we post all of the archived videos that we stream, at least for tabletop videos. And we will see all of you fine folks next episode. Bye!
Bye-bye.
I almost exploded.
I haven't died
Many
yet.
times.
I haven't died yet.